Welcome to Jay's Gamepad, everybody, and Wagwan. First and foremost, I'd like to ask if you could please like and subscribe, hit that bell notification if you like this video or any of my content. Much appreciate you. Let's get into this video. So, when I saw that PlayStation has just released a new piece of hardware, I had to talk about it. I had to do a reaction video to this new piece of hardware. Now, in my personal opinion, in this generation, Sony hasn't done a very good job when it comes to releasing hardware in the PlayStation ecosystem. If we're talking about the PlayStation Portal, if we're talking about PlayStation VR2 headset, if we are talking about the PlayStation 5 Slim and the Pro, and the stand and the detachable disk drive and so forth and so on, they haven't done a particular good job when it comes to releasing hardware. Whether it's the pricing, whether it's the timing of when they choose to release it, they just don't know how to release good hardware. The only piece of hardware that I thought that they released at a very good time that was quality was this premium gaming controller. Now, I did not agree with the price, so much so I did not pay that ridiculous price. I got mine for way cheaper. But the point is that it's very far in between when Sony drops a very good piece of hardware at a very good time. Now, the reason why I wanted to show you this, because obviously PlayStation has released the FlexStrike Wireless Fight Stick, and I'm not a competitive gamer, but I do watch a lot of competitive gaming. I love watching Tekken, I love watching Mortal Kombat, I love watching Street Fighter. I like watching what I like to watch when it comes to the tournaments. And I remember last year when I noticed that a lot of pro gamers were actually using PS4 controllers in tournaments and winning tournaments with these controllers. And I was thinking, hold on a second, I remember the time when pro gamers only use joysticks, and that's how you knew that they were pros, because no one went using controllers. And the funny thing is as well is that they're not even plugging it in, it's wireless, which means that the latency has become so good, to the point where you don't even notice it. So when I see a product like this, it makes sense to me, because they've worked to master the technology where they could make a fight stick, a wireless fight stick like this for the gaming community, for pro gamers that want, that want to get into competition gaming, or even if you're starting out and you want to get into it, this could be a joystick for you. So do you know what? With me saying all this and stuff, let's watch it and let's see what the features are, because I don't really know what the features are. I saw something on Google and I was like, oh damn, I have to check this video out and see what I go on. So with that being said, let's watch this. You ready? Let's go. So obviously we've got Token Fighting Souls competition. I do like the look of it, I can't lie, I do like the look of it. But what does it feel like? Does it feel cheap? Ultra low latency, see? Ultra low, wireless with PlayStation Link. So they're giving you options. Stay in the fight. Deal with customizations. Okay, so you can customize your controller. Well, your joystick, shall I say. Never mode switch. Right, okay. Lock button. Wireless controller inputs. Fighting non-slip base to keep you grounded. That's good. So whether you got on your lap or you got on surfaces. Okay. Yeah, that's good. The fact that you can switch these out, that is good. Built-in rechargeable. Okay. How long does the rechargeable battery last? That's what I want to know. Okay, and you can use it on your PC and the PlayStation 5, and you can connect 2 at a time. Okay, that is really good. And obviously they want to promote their wireless headset as well. and it comes with a bag. Nice. That's like a hard carry case. Coming 2026.
You got it? PlayStation.
Okay, so there's no release date on it. Maybe coming out 2026, hence why they showed Token, the fighting game as well. So maybe they want to release it around about the same time as that. It would be good promotion as well, so that'd be good. To be honest with you, this actually looks like this actually looks like the joystick version of this, where you can proper customize it, switch things out, which is really good. And to be honest with you, it makes sense because this is where PlayStation got this from, and this is where you got like a lot of control pads from. Like they're literally from like pro gamers, because like I said, a lot of them actually use like gamepads to actually like compete in tournaments and stuff like that. And you do get like a lot of gamers that still use the joysticks and stuff, but the joysticks I've seen, they are very, very, very highly customizable, which makes sense because everyone has a different play style. You have people that are right-handed, left-handed, they like to press buttons in a certain way, they like the pressure to, when you press the button to be a certain way. So the customization of the joystick and stuff, of how you can have it and the groove, and it is really good. Like, I can't lie. My only concern is the price, like I mentioned before. How much is it gonna be? I don't know, you know what I'm saying? Like this was like about, I swear this was about £200 or something like that. I can't remember. It was a while ago. I don't pay £200 for it. I paid like 110, 120 for it. But this was about £200 when it came out. I think so. Correct me in the comment section down below if I'm mistaken. But the point is, this was expensive. Now, if this was £2 around about that, I'm assuming this is probably going to be between maybe 200, 250, 300 would be pushing it. And this is another thing as well, is that I could see like Sony like pricing this hardware at 250 to 300 pounds, and I do think 250 would make sense. 300 pound would be pushing it, but I could see that Sony would probably charge 300 pound for this piece of hardware. Whether it's worth it or not, I don't know. Somebody will have to get their hands on it and do a deep scuba gear dive review on it to let us know whether it is worth it or not, because I ain't buying it, because I don't even like playing using joysticks and fight sticks and stuff like that. When I go to arcade, I can just about play games on arcade, and that only comes from back in the day when I was a kid, and I'd go to the arcade to want to play Street Fighter 2 and Mortal Kombat and all these fighting games back in the day, because these were the only ways you could play them before they came out on console, of course. So, this isn't really for me, but this is for, this could potentially be for pro gamers, depending on how good it is, and if not, at least it can be for inspiring up and coming gamers. Obviously, you got the wire connection as well, which is going to reduce the latency even more. They give you the option. The same thing with this as well, which is beautiful. It's got the battery in it. Again, like I said, how long is the battery going to last for? I don't know, but it's got a lot of features, and it's got a lot of possibilities, should I say. It's got a lot of possibilities. I just wonder, like, the build quality. Like, is the build quality good? Does it feel like it's solid? Does it have a bit of weight on it? I don't know, but yeah, I don't know. But anyway, what do you think about the FlexStrike Wireless Fight Stick? Are you hyped for it? Are you a aspiring gamer looking to get into gaming online competitions, or go to like competitions like Tekken or Evo or whatever? Like, is this something that you could be potentially looking to get? Maybe, is this might be like a safer option for you because it's Sony, it's meant to be a trusted brand, or I don't know. But like, give me your thoughts and opinions on whether you're hyped or disappointed, or you're lukewarm about this piece of hardware, and what do you think the price is going to be? Do you think it's going to be 200, 250 or 300? If it's any more than 300, they are taking the fucking piss. You know what I'm saying? Sony will be taking the mad fucking piss if it's more than £300. And even £300 is a violation in my personal opinion. But then again, maybe they're going to try to price it in comparison to what they think that this fight stick is on the level or comparable to out there on the market. I don't know. I guess we will soon find out. Anyway, I hope you liked this video. If you did, please like, subscribe and hit the bell notification if you like this video or any of my content. You can also hit me up on the social, Twitter, Instagram and Twitch, jaysgamepad across the board. You ain't got to tap, press anything else but that. And also, if you want to find me or hit me up on PlayStation, my gamer name is MrGhostProtocol. So I guess I will see you and speak to you real soon.